Hello. It's been a few days, so my apologies, but here we are. Um, I just wanted to check in to see if you're all okay. And how are you getting on? No hair today. None. Nothing. Doubtfire, though. That's what I've called her. Mrs. Doubtfire. It does drive me up the wall. I actually shaved it with a razor. Me and Kieran done it. Just, it does my in. One thing I'm really funny with, I can't bear hair touching my ears. It sends me scattered anything. God knows what. I end up with, like, if I've got fleas. So for that to keep, no, just can't do it. Just can't do it. Anyway, anywho, so I had Guy Slater phone me today. We penciled in, well not penciled, we arranged a meeting a few weeks back after all that kicked off, you know, the fun stuff. But also very important, important to get out there how us as bariatrics are affected from surgery although very painful. I still, or excruciating as that was, and God, please believe I'm the last person to phone any ambulance or medical thing. I'd rather tough it out. Oh God, I was screaming. Honestly, I thought my number was up. Truly did. But anyway, that aside, it is important for newbies, for people who are looking into bariatric surgery. It is not that I want to put you off. It is so important to know what's coming your way and the work you have to put into it, not just take from it. As corny as that sounds, it is a two-way street, and you really do have to work it. You don't work it. I've lost 33 stone. I'm maintaining, I'm finding out what's going on, the news, the don'ts, the what's ifs, the how ifs, oh God, in circles we go. But it's one I've loved, and I would not change it, not for a penny. Look at me. I'm gorgeous. I have definition, I have muscle. It's just my pongo face that I get rid of. And the skin. But that's a different story. But, so Guy Slater phoned me up. That man is a saint. He is an absolute saint dressed up in a man's outfit, I'm telling you. So he had a few concerns, what was going on, really does check in, that man. Anyone who's got him, looking to have him, or however it's picked, you are so lucky to have that man. I don't care what anybody says. He is such a gent. So he phoned me up and I can only imagine that man is balls to the wall busy. Just to phone me up to make sure I'm okay. How many weeks on are we now? 2, 3, 4, possibly 4? I don't even know. 5th April? I don't even know how far on we are. But he phoned me up to make sure I was okay. That's unheard of. I mean, common decency, just cared. Just, are you alright? What's going on? We had a general nice chit chat about how much weight I'd lost. He couldn't believe it, how substantial it is, how good I'm looking. Thank you very much, by the way. And he said, to be fair, he said, I had some concerns. He said, on paper, he said, I really was worried. He said, you'd lost all that weight. He said, no, obviously, I didn't see you while you was in hospital. So I was really concerned. He said, but looking at you, I have got no concerns. None whatsoever. He said quite clearly, you've had a few difficulties maintaining. He said, but you seem to have ironed them out. I'm utmost truthful with him because at the end of the day, I don't want to mess his surgery up. And if I can't talk to my surgeon about what I'm struggling with, or did struggle with, or that horrible unknown what we all go through, then who else can I talk to? But no, he was just like, you've obviously managed to sort it out. You've obviously managed to get to grips with it, work it out. find you. You've added your bit to it, which was what we all have to do. There is not one size fits all, unfortunately, to this whole process, and that's the thing I found the hardest. It is really difficult to get your head round why yours don't work for me and my mine don't work for you. You have to find out, but unfortunately, what you soon learn is your metabolism. That's what you're fighting against. And it's a minefield and it's a boggle. But everything I've done, so what I call my triad, calories in, calories out, longevity of my surgery, everything for the longevity of my surgery, counting calories, my weekly weigh-ins at home and at the gym, which tells me my fat content, what I'm doing. I measure monthly, and obviously, you can see I'm starting to look very nice. Oi. Hashtag nip slip. Oi. But yeah, I'm talking to him. He was just like, do you know what, you've done amazing. And I couldn't thank him enough because at the end of the day, if it wasn't for him putting me through, I wouldn't be here today. He was that overriding decision because one of them turned me down because I wasn't fat enough and they were going to make me wait a little bit longer. And how is 45 stone not fat enough? I don't know. But it is what it is. I'm here, I've done it. I argued my case, and Guy Slater, meeting him, he understood, I think, what I was going through, and I think he could see how imprisoned and trapped I was. So I forever be grateful to Guy Slater. I truly, truly will. It's incredible. And I agree with anybody. The other month I was looking so. My fat content, although I still weigh less now than I did back then, my fat content has come back up, which, yeah, it is. For anyone going through it, it is a minefield. It is a minefield. But your fat content is so important in this. You have to keep your fat content up. Continue to lose weight and find somewhere you're happy. Absolutely, of course. But the fat content is so important, which it is a minefield, and to get your head around it. But again, I try truly, honestly, after going through this, I truly believe your body is going to, I think for me, no matter what I done, and I truly mean, I was almost coming to a point where I thought I was almost overeating with the surgery, which was scaring me. So incorporating fats and cheeses, fats in the cheese and fats in the filly, and eating a bit more regular and a bit more of a portion, I didn't have as much of a deficit in my calorie intake from my metabolism. So my metabolism goes between a 19, my metabolic rate goes between a 19 and a 20-year-old. Which means I'm burning, I don't know the exact numbers, but 2,000, 2,500 calories before I even do anything. So I could lay down all day and that's the calories my body is burning. So, dietarily talking, you need to eat that. We can't eat that. What do we do? This is where I was something's not adding up and it wasn't computing in my head. I'm not a numbers person. I'm good at numbers. Whatever happens, happens, and I'm one of those. I'm a kinesthetic learner, like I've always said, and I have to learn going through it. So, going through it, having to adjust my meals and do everything, it's been a minefield, if I'm honest. I'm having to find a level that I'm comfortable with, finding new things. My poached egg, I'm making my own bread. Oh, God. It's naughty. It's very naughty, but it tastes amazing. Oh, I'm not going to lie to you. I do love bread. Still brown. I'm not using a loaf tin or nothing, so it is, instead of being a loaf of a square, it's more country. It's probably elongated, and so that way I'm having two slices. It still doesn't equal to one slice, so I'm making it a big bit thicker. Two eggs and half a tin of beans. that still fits on a small plate, on the plates that you've all seen. So I was worrying. That to me in my head, I was panicking something chronic. Um, but I'm putting Philadelphia, normal Philadelphia. So it was under Guy and a dietitian who told me to go back onto normal foods now. Um, which, as you all guys know, I battled with that. Truly do. I really struggled with it. But I'm still here, still fighting. I think I'm looking better. I'm looking healthier. I don't look as drawn. I don't look as ghostly. I don't look like a skull. If I'm honest, I think I'm starting to look good, and I'm genuinely happy with where I am. Um, Probably, I'm going to continue to put weight on. I mean, you can see muscle definition all the way around. But I have been working very, very hard. Um, I've loved it. I've got me back, and I could sit here and cry about it. I truly could, because I'm never going to be the full me because of my disabilities. But I've got a good part of me back, my personality, and yeah, talking to Guy today, I couldn't thank him. I couldn't thank him enough. The reality is, if I would have carried on, I wouldn't be here. And that's all down to him. He's the one that took the risk. He's the one who overrided everybody else. This guy needs help. We need to get him in now, and he did. So I'm forever grateful for that. And I always said to him, like, I promise you faithfully, it was not a wasted decision. I'll prove everyone else wrong. I'm desperate for the surgery. I've wanted it for years. It's amazing. It is amazing what I've got from the surgery. And I hope to God, whoever's looking to go or already got it, I hope you get what I've got. It's not an easy process. It's not. And for anybody that tells you that or has a negative comment about bariatric being this easy way, do you know what? Tell them to fuck off. That's the only way I can put it. Do you know what I mean? It is not easy to look at food daily. I mean, I'm not really food driven. I'm a chef and I love cooking, but I'm not food driven like that. I wouldn't sit like some people I know and drive past McDonald's and almost licking the windscreen. I'm just not that sort of person. I can drive past McDonald's and it doesn't even bother me because at the end of the day, look at me now. I look like me and I love me. I love the person I've become because of the surgery. I don't need a McDonald's. That's not going to help. It's going to make me throw up in 5 minutes. It's going to kill my stomach. That's how I tell myself. And like I've always said to you, that defence, my body making me throw up, I still, that hasn't happened since Christmas, but I still love the fact that is my body's last resort from myself. Well, I hope it is. Because I obviously eating more recently, upping my calories, doing everything. I've not had any discomfort, which slightly does worry me, but at the same point, I'm still eating off a small plate, so I think I'm okay. Not that I'm going to test it or anything, but no. Um, but yeah, what a guy that Guy Slater is. God, that's a sentence. Imagine saying that when you're drunk. One guy, that Guy Slater is. um, but he is. And I couldn't. It sounds really corny because I'm doing it on camera to you guys, but I can't thank that man enough for what he has given me and anybody who no doubt he's come into contact with. I can't see him being any different to anybody else. He's such a genuinely nice, attentive, caring person, which is rare. But it's his life. Yeah, for me, he's proven that time and time again, and I won't ever say a bad word against him. Not that I'd have to, but is an amazing person. And for the 1500th time during this video, thank you ever so much. But yeah, so what's been going on? What's different? What's new? What, and what? You know what? Yoga. Do you know what? Yoga. Who knew? Obviously, I know millions of people knew, but I never. You know what? I've totally fallen in love with yoga. Shocking. I know. But honestly, God, I enjoy it. That half an hour to myself to do the bits and pieces. My brain is one of those that don't turn off. I've never had that ability. I do this. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention names, obviously because of social media being what it is. But yeah, so that if they have an issue, I'm very very sorry. But there's two. There's I'll get them out. So on the tube, there is one called. Oh, dear me. Bear with me. There is one called. Um, uh, yoga. I think it's TX. Oh, bloody technology. Yoga TX. If you type in yoga TX, um, and it is all for beginners, and they do a lot of stuff for people with certain pain thresholds and disabilities, and the list goes on, and they talk you through how to do certain things and what's and how for's, and round and round it goes. But there's also one called Psych Truth, and it is I think her name is Solana or something. I can't remember. Her name's not up there, but if I see it while I'm talking to you, I will literally shout it out. But she, again, she does a lot. So I do one in the morning when I wake up. Ooh.
It's a story as old as time itself. The classic.
Sorry about that. So I do one in the morning. Obviously, where I do have physical issues, and in the morning I'm really like I struggle to move so much in the morning. And sleeping in one position. Morning for me is the worst. Having that yoga is calms my head, which enables me to think about what I'm doing, which enables me to do the moves, which helps me to stretch. Again, it doesn't fix me, it never will. And I don't care what anybody says. It's one of those things you have to for me, the last couple of weeks doing it, you have to really listen to yourself. You will know going through the process, you have to trust yourself and you have to listen to your body, listen to your stomach, listen to what it is telling you. Just think of this as an adaptation to that. You know, you're listening to, if you've got disabilities and stuff like that, listen to the certain parts of your body. Again, I'm not sitting here preaching to you because I know it sounds like it, but it's really helped me. I'm actually sleeping a bit better, which again, as you all know, sleep is a massive part for this thing, for bariatric surgery, the bariatric process, maintaining, losing weight, you know, it's huge for it. I've just enjoyed it. You know, I'm actually, what time is it now? So, yeah, it's a bit late, 20 to 12, but I did a yoga session, so I do one in the morning and one before I go to bed. The morning one is a morning one, so it's designed specifically for it's the NHS. Oh my goodness sake, NHS for chronic pain. And like I said before, that is a step by step by step, very subtle, very slow, very even getting from a standing position onto the floor safely. It's really nice. calming, relaxing. You know, I love it. Oh, yeah, I really do. And again, because of my skin, everything else, I'm very, very conscious about. Not that it's ever going to tone that up. Nothing is ever going to tone up. Let's be honest. But it makes me feel in my head that I'm doing something for it. You know, eventually when I'm able to get into them and do it, nothing major, just a little bit more, you know, and step it up and do whatever, pause it. But everything I can't do, I can always go back to. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of those, what should be a 20-minute session with an NHS one or something, is taking me, this morning one was an hour and a half. I paused it, but I kept replaying the same thing until I could do it to the motion they were telling me. Do you know what I mean? So it's great. It's really helped me to kind of loosen things in the morning. Um, so yeah, that's where I've been really. Um, I think that's about it. To be quite honest with you, there's nothing much really going on. I have taken a lot of time after that rush into the hospital. That did frighten me. And I know I've said it a few times, but that truly did frighten me. So everything kind of went back to basics. Do you know what I mean? Everything went back to the normal foods that I've eaten. If it did scare the life out of me, and I truly mean this, I'm not one who scares. I never have been. So for me to be scared, it was like, whoa, something's really happening here. So I've listened to that and I've adapted to that and I've really taken it slow to get back to where I was. So my apologies to you guys. I know I keep apologising, but at the end of the day, as much as I love you guys and I'm so grateful that you watch and share and do everything, I'm not going to put myself at risk for anybody or anything. And I don't expect you, never would I have thought that you guys would expect me to do that, and I don't believe that you would anyway. So that's not what I'm saying, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, so it's been nice to kind of get up and going again, nice to feel a bit more me. Yeah, my old music taste is coming back, my personality shining through, I'm laughing, and oh, it feels nice. And this is where I say, like, you know, truly, that's all because of Guy Slater and that surgery. For me, you know, he has been a guidepost for me. I can't thank him enough. Yeah, I wish I could do something for him, and I wouldn't even know where to begin, what to do. I truly don't. And the only thing I can do to respect him is stay on track. For my own benefit, of course, and my own health, but for him as well. You know, he took the risk to put me through, to prove to him that, you know, no matter what, he'd done the right thing. And that sounds really corny and really something. I don't know what the right word is, but honestly, saint, absolute saint. I find that man. Um, but yeah, no. I mean, honestly, give yoga a go. It's really helped on so many things as well. And obviously, talking to a lot of people on my channel, you know, a lot of people have disabilities, which I totally understand. Just give it a go. Type in yoga for beginners or NHS chronic pain users or yoga with your disability or, you know, whatever. Find a video that's going to help you. Because honestly, you might find it a bit silly at the beginning or you might feel a bit silly or, you know, whatever. But you've got to remember this journey is for you. And fuck anyone else, you know. If someone walks in while you're doing downward dog or whatever, and your ass is in the air with a leg doing, I don't know, like you take a deep breath, let it out, and go again. Just keep going. Cause honestly, I actually feel so much better doing it, and it's for me, honestly, it shocks the hell out of me how much I enjoy it. It really does give me that half an hour and a half to myself to collect my thoughts, to enjoy a breath. And honestly, I was one of those people like, shut up. It's amazing how one surgery has really, not again, one surgery, my change of my change in thought, my change in self-worth, self-belief, self-confidence. I don't know, however you want to say it, but how one thing has opened me up to yoga and makes me enjoy yoga. I'm actually looking at some really nice yoga mats online. They've got like I think it's a lotus flower, I'm not too sure, but it's stunning, beautiful flower. But it's got all different positions on the mat where your feet or hands would go in certain poses. I might treat myself, if I'm honest. Might just. I might show you. I'm not going to show you what I'm doing downward dog though, if I'm honest. That's just not an image anybody needs to see. Not in your life. But anyway, it's late. I'm starting to feel tired. I've literally just done a yoga session to help me sleep. They've been nice. They've been really nice. Live. I keep meaning to do one. But like I said, I really wanted to get myself back into the swing of things and go slowly and take a minute. You know, I know I would say take a minute. I've taken a couple of weeks, but it has been a whole process and it has been a real thing for me. Um, so yeah, we'll do it live. I'm gonna literally sit down again. Is there anything you guys need to know, want to know, have any questions of? Please ask me. You know, I always say it to you. I'm so happy to answer any questions, show anything other than me willing. You know, if there's any skin, I put that video up about skin around there. I'm happy to show all that. You know, that's not an issue for me at all. Um, but yeah, um, is there anything you guys want to ask me? Please ask me. Don't feel frightened. I'm as open as they come. And if you ask me, you know, not to talk about it, I will never talk about it. You know, not even my partner or friends are privy to any of the conversations I have with some of you that FaceTime me or, you know, anything. It's a conversation between myself and you, and that's where it stays. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. But, you know, there are people that I do ask, um, can we share stories? Can we share on the site? Can we do certain things? But yeah, I hope you're all okay. I miss you terribly. I'm back up and kind of myself, and I'm gonna go to bed. No night. See you in the morning. Maybe not. Maybe so. Love.